Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Starcraft 2 replay cast. Today it's a 1 vs 1 on Orbital Shipyard between our purple Protoss player, Puck, and down on the bottom we have our blue Terran player, Polt. And we're going to speed this up to the 2-minute point of the game when everything starts to get pretty good. And we'll see how this game goes. Only one place to spawn on the map, so both players already know where each other are. And we have an SCV scouting out the situation here. And not like the Jersey Shore situation, or like the Protoss situation. Nexus coming up, and an early command center as well, so both sides just expanding right off the bat, like usual. But either way, there are quite a bit of other strategies. And a mothership core on the way. And a stalker as well, so not going to go with adepts, and I usually see that a lot, quite meta with the whole adepts. Reaper going to try and scout out some pylons here, looking for any proxy play. Not going to find it though, but going to scout around regardless, as he doesn't know that. Another refinery here coming up, second refinery for the Terran, and a couple of barracks coming up as well. Already has a reactor on 1 and 2. Gas for our Protoss. And Robo Bay coming up here. Mothership core on patrol, because why not? Now the Reaper on the way to the Protoss base here, going to try and get in some harassment. But there is a stalker already there. And decides not to make that dedicated push. Decided against that. Starport on the way for the Terran. And still pumping out 2x2 Marines and some Widow Mines as well. So it looks like he may try and drop some Widow Mines. We'll have to see what he decides to do. Reaper here discovered that there are stalkers. Those are a thing. And now he's running away from them, as I would as well. So 2 stalkers already out for the Protoss here. And now going to pump out an observer. See what his opponent is up to. A robotics bay in the back there as well. Simulator coming up for the expansion. And Reapers still trying to test the waters, but now 2 stalkers on patrol here. And a couple more gateways on the way for the Protoss as well. A fairly slow starting game this time around. Not a lot of harassment, not a lot of that going on. Because of these 2 stalkers here, very hard to get that Reaper in the base. He gets the Reaper in the base, but is taken out by that mothership core. But we'll see what he saw here. But that is the wrong player, and he did not see that Robo Bay in the back. And the engineering bay on the way for the Terran as well. And barracks shortly thereafter. And now researching Stimpack. And has some disruptors on the way from the Protoss as well. And Gravatic Drive going to drop something sooner or later here. And now going to be pumping out those medevacs. And will drop eventually. One Widow Mine there in the corner waiting for any kind of drop play. And we do have a Widow Mine and 1 Marine in the medevac here, but now 2 stalkers waiting on that medevac. So the medevac really can't make a move now. Sort of stuck in the corner. I suppose it could escape this way, but either way, gonna take some damage. Polt now moving out, but there is an observer watching his every move, and even more barracks coming up now. And the factory going to be complete with the reactor shortly. And a probe scouting out the left side there. Another Nexus on the way for the Protoss. And we have a Colossus out. And that's the first time I've seen a Colossus in a little while now, as you don't see too many Colossuses. Colossi, rather. In Legacy of the Void. And a nice drop there kills a ton of SCVs. Not sure how many SCVs were lost, And go to the units lost tab here, and not quite 12 SCVs, but a good chunk there were lost to that Disruptor here. Disruptor coming back again and gonna get a bunch more SCVs and gets 2 that time. So not too bad, and some very interesting Disruptor drop play. And now 2 medevacs here loaded up, ready to go. Did drop that Widow Mine. Widow Mine gets 7 kills here, so it's killed a lot of stuff. And I'm gonna drop some Marines over here. And doesn't look like that Warp Prism is going to be coming back anytime soon. Really needs to gain more shields. There is a Widow Mine there as well. And this Widow Mine still in the ground. Should pick up and go elsewhere. But now the pylon overcharged there. And kills the Widow Mine. And Warp Prism in an awkward spot here. Should definitely be seeing that Warp Prism. And gonna fly right over those Marines there. Maybe lost. He's gonna try and fly the other way, but it's gonna run over even more Marines. Is taken out with the Disruptor inside of it. And a pylon all the way on the right there. And now 2 Colossi. And some Stalkers. A couple Adepts in the group as well. And a couple Liberators for the Terran here on the map. And armor level 1 coming up. Already has that damage level 1. No upgrades for the Protoss. Just now getting a Forge out. Terran going to move right under that Observer. He does spot the Observer, takes it out with the Comsat. Good old scan. And now the Marine here going after a pylon all by himself. It's going to be a while, but there's an Adept here now. And 3 shots that Marine. Both sides a little apprehensive about engaging each other. Both sides just sort of massing up here. Stalkers coming up, and the Colossi, now triple Colossi. And just now Research and Blink, very late Blink, and ground level 1, and even more gateways coming up now. And now we have 5, 6 Liberators here. So a very liberal amount of Liberators, if you will. And weapons level 2 and armor level 2 on the way. A couple more Liberators on the way. Now advanced ballistics being researched by the Terran. Will be a while just yet. And Blink nearly completed. And ground armor level 1 and weapons level 2 on the way for the Protoss. So far, Terran a little bit faster with the upgrades. Now 4 medevacs fully loaded, moving on out, and should get spotted by that little scout pylon there, and another scout pylon over here, but not going to spot anything moving around there. They can just sort of go above it. And now the Protoss ready to defend the expansion here. So many Liberators there in the sky. And here comes a Disruptor. Doesn't get much of anything, though. And now resets those Liberators up from the other side. However, the Protoss not really going that way just yet. Gonna go around the other way. Gonna set up the Liberators and aim there. And doing a lot of damage here to the Protoss. But loses all of the Liberators in the process as the Marines bail on the Liberators, leave them for dead. But a big drop in the base here of Puck by Stormpolt. All 4 of those medevacs made it safely into the base. Takes out a whole expansion there. And now takes out the Forge as well. So no more research in there for the Protoss. And gathers up inside the medevacs, and away they go. So a lot of economic damage done to the Protoss there. Quite a bit of minerals left in there, and 2 assimilators no longer functioning. The command center going to land here. A new expansion up for the Terran, and we'll Maynard all of these additional CVs over sooner or later here. There they go now. Another command center on the way as well. And going to make that a planetary fortress. That missile turret coming up as well. Now the Terran is out and about here and needs to get inside the medevacs. There he goes and boosts away. Now going to be in the Protoss base. However, there's a lot of stalkers there, so he's just going to have to wait in limbo for a little while, as he's not going to be able to do too much with that defense over there. And Disruptor tries to get some kills there, but unable to connect. Even more Liberators this time. If 6 Liberators doesn't work, try 8 Liberators. We'll see how that works. And now the planetary fortress here under siege, like that hit movie from Steven Seagal, and is destroyed somewhat quickly there. The repairs kept it alive for a little while. However, the Terran now going after the expansion here and is taking that out. Should be able to get a hold of this one as well. Liberators firing away and going to set up again. And a ton of them all set up here, but unfortunately getting hit by stalkers from the other way around. I'm going to try and stop the Protoss from entering the base this way, and does a good job of that, zapping all of these adepts down, doing a lot of damage here. And now the Protoss down to a thin shell and has to GG out. Very well played from Polt there. And the drop in the base here, I think, was sort of the starting factor of his win. Really got a nice drop here. While the engagement was over here, he had dropped 4 full medevacs, took out the entire expansion, even took out the forge over here that was just about ready to give him level 2 weapons. And the rest is history. Hope you guys enjoyed the replay, and I'll see you guys next time.